Today is 1st November 2018. Market open with huge gap and trade upwards largely throughout the day. Up 42 point to close at 3060. Now this is in reaction to the strong showing in Wall Street, and the last two sessions has been extremely strong. You notice there are gap on either side, so this is generally a bullish development. However, we got to understand the bigger pictures. This is part of a counter trend in a long-term downtrend. Now when I see previous counter trend before, it's just that the current move is extremely strong and there could be further upward momentum. Now immediate resistance, we are at this level about 3080. More significant is at 3100. Now this gap here will also offer some resistance at about 3130. Now immediate support will be at 3000. The most significant support is at 2950, which was actually tested on many occasions in the past. So during this upward move, we can identify setups on weak stocks to initiate shorts when eventually it loses momentum and move downwards. Now let's discuss the obvious strong stock. This is Bear's World. We discussed it for quite some time. Over here we have a very nice trust breakout and make successive high. If you notice this, including today bar, this is 8 bull bar in a row. So any sign of weakness will be significant, and it's also approaching this resistance at about 184, at about 186, 87. So these are the areas which we like to actually watch when they're approaching there. And the fact that daylight is very big is slightly prone to corrections. So you have these trades. It's important to lock in profits, partial profits, and trail the balance position. Now we also discussed City Neon. Of course, announcement has already been made. There's a takeover offer at 130. So over here we actually mentioned the strong upward move here, managed to close the gap, and there was this nice pullback, and you break on the upside before you're hot. And obviously right now there's nothing much can be done. The stocks is going to be actually taken private, but on the high side you will notice actually market sentiments has been weak, but the stock has been running, and we'll be discussing over last few months, and right now it's quite evidence that there were actually something in a cooking, and resulting this being taken private. Now we also discussed Jaffa. Stock actually broke the downward trend lines, and over here is actually trading sideways. I would like to see you take out this recent high here of 70 cents. Now majority of stocks are just doing counter trend. Let's take a look at the bank stocks. The strongest is probably OCBC. Notice actually the stock was actually moving downwards, and we have a very nice bounce here. If you note, the volume here today is extremely high. This will provide some kind of overhead resistance, and when it actually complete this counter trend move, we could initiate shorts, but just be mindful it's actually trading above the 1326 SMA, so a bit tricky. Now even if we correct and the pullback is shallow, it may well move upward. Now mentioned also in earlier forum postings, many of the stocks, including properties and bank stocks, exhibit bullish divergence. This is actually using RSI, and you notice actually they're bullish divergent. So we got to be guarded during these periods when the stock continue to make downward move. And right now this move itself, especially notice the strong gap here. So again, during the pullback, we probably can identify setups to go long, but again just be very careful. It's difficult to hang on for bigger profits because on a longer term basis it's actually still downtrend. This is quite obvious if you take a look at the weekly charts. Alright, if you notice actually this is just a counter trend, a long term downtrend. Let's continue with DBS. Again you notice huge gaps, and right now approaching this resistance here at about 2412. UOB less impressive compared to two other bank stocks. Again, after severe sell downs, they actually throw back So during a pullback, we can identify setups to actually short the stocks. Let's take a look at the oil-related stock. This is Sembcorp Marine. Perhaps one of the weaker stocks. You notice, despite the strong market actions itself, this stock actually didn't do much. It's just trading sideways. Basically, it stopped making new low. However, it's still too early to shorts. We'll be good if you can close up the daylight, and when you break on the downside below this low, we can initiate short. But this will be at 158. Going forwards, you notice over here itself, this will offer some kind of resistance. Sembcorp Industry, today it didn't close well, so this is a sign of weakness. Now here we have big dipper setup. Look for a break below this low here of 278. This is Keppel Corp. Notice the bound is much weaker. Today it didn't close well, and you notice it actually trade small body. So again, if we actually break on the downside, we can initiate shots, but currently the setup low is too far away. This is at 608. However, when this gap is covered, we can actually take the opportunity to actually short the stocks, because covering gap will be negative. Property stocks, EOL. Again, we have feeble reactions despite the high volume. You notice it didn't move that much. We'd like to look for the break this low here of 598. CityDev. Stock has a very big move today, but didn't close that well. Again, wait for it to finish its upward move and initiate short. Now going forward, this will be a resistance here at about 849. Likewise for CapitaLand. Notice actually over here itself, stocks was actually trading bull bar. So it's a sign that actually it may actually moved up again. Looking at an oscillator, in this case RSI, if you notice there's a bullish divergence. So during this period, if you have hot short positions, this is one of the telltale signs that you should watch the stocks closely. And right now we are experiencing some upward move. Now again, after it finishes its upward move, we'd like to initiate shorts when the stock moves down. And these are the overhead resistance which will challenge any upward move. Now we have seen some weak stocks in the weak action in OUE. Notice despite the strong market sentiments, stock didn't perform well. I'd like to look for a stock to break below this low here of 136. Yanlock. Stock didn't close well. Again, when they actually move downwards again, trading below this low here 120, we'd like to initiate a short. Wacoland. After the dividends, this is gaps caused by dividends, but it actually dropped more than dividends. You notice stock didn't quite perform. We'd like to see it break below this low here to initiate a short 167. Now stock like Genting are also weak. Notice the feeble reactions here. Again, we like to look for setup. Currently, we have a contraction setup. Look for a break below this low here of 855. Likewise, for stock like Chip Eng Seng, this was once a strong stock but turned extremely weak. Again, you notice the reaction here is very weak. This is a feeble reactions. So currently we have a small dipper setup. The low is actually at 64 cents. Now we always prefer a big dipper setup to short. So again, if this stock continue to throw back, that will present us better odds. Now, whatever the case may be, right now stocks are generally doing counter trends, and some of the weak stocks like properties and even manufacturing stocks, so we can actually identify setups to shorts once actually it's down. Next downward move commence. If you notice this is a high P, you notice the weak reactions here, we can identify setups to actually short. This is a big dipper. 2-bar callback low here, it's at 73 cents. Likewise for ventures and Mentech. So again, on a short term, we could see some upward movements because of the strong showing in overseas markets, in particular US, but markets in general are still on a long-term downtrend. So we just have to be more careful on any long position. Like to actually wait for it to finish its momentum move, and when it actually trade downwards, we like to initiate shorts.